USA had a whole night of rest. They didn't have to play on Monday because they beat the Dominican Republic on Sunday. Excuse me. Paul Skeens beat the Dominican Republic on Sunday. Yeah, I know they had 2 runs. I get it. But Paul Skeens single-handedly shut down crazy Dominican Republic lineup that I was unfortunately unable to attend that game, which I would have if I didn't have a tornado hit me while we was in our hometown of St. Louis. But we ain't going to talk about that right now. We're just going to go ahead and keep on going. So let's go ahead and go to some of the key moments of this game. One of the key moments, of course, was when they first finally scored. I mean, was when the first score was with Mikael Garcia. I keep saying Mikael. I swear that's how you say it. I know it's spelled Michael, but Mikael Garcia finally knocked his cousin in with an RBI, giving them their first one. And that, if I'm not mistaken, was in the 3rd inning. Let me go ahead and fact check myself so I ain't giving a bunch of, 3rd inning. Hallelujah. And then 2 innings later, Wilyer Abreu ended up hitting a home run that he hit when there was 0 outs, by the way. So they still had the home run. After the home run, they still had 3 outs to lose. And this is all on Nolan McLean. Nolan McLean, who had his breakout year last year with the Mets and pitched right up into what would have been the playoffs, was pretty good. I mean, his ERA last year was like right around 2, but it was only, I don't think he only played like 6 or 7 games, but that don't matter. It's still impressive. But unfortunately, he got knocked around this game, and it wasn't even close. Well, maybe it depends on your perspective. Let's take a look at what type of stats the pitcher was looking at. So if you look at this, right, you'll notice that Eddie Rodriguez, or E-Rod as they kept calling him, had just about the same number of innings pitched as Nolan, except that he went for 1 extra batter, okay? But look, only 1 hit off of Eduardo, while there was 4 off of Nolan McLean, right? You only had 1 walk off of Eduardo, and you had that same 1 walk off of Nolan McLean. But Nolan McLean owns the 2 runs of which they were ahead by in the first 7 innings, or should I say first 8.5 innings that they had a lead for. All right, I shouldn't say the first. All right, well, you know what I mean. I mean, it was up until the 8.5 inning, up to the middle of the 8th inning in which they actually had the lead, even though they didn't have the lead until the 3rd inning. I don't gotta explain that to you. You smart, you important, you know what to do. So if you look at this, this is the story. This is actually the story. It's the number of hits that they were able to put together. They actually had, look at this. There were 6 hits. 6 hits, guys. 6 hits. Yeah, 6 hits here. All right. Off of this, supposed to be so wonderful. Now, let's keep it real. For the USA fans, let's be honest. It felt like it was hard to come by really good pitchers other than Paul Skeens. Like Tark Skubal, it felt like he was basically pushed out there and had to because he was getting what felt like patriotic pressure, And I've been here a little bit, and I might want to stay a little bit. Okay, that's cool. But I can understand. I mean, Turk just won his arbitration case, and he doesn't want to mess anything up that could potentially cause him to not get the full $500 million contract that he's looking for once he goes to free agency after this year. So I can kind of understand that a little bit. Although my thing is, if you were going to be willing to pitch 1 game, why not let that 1 game be a game of greater significance than of, say, I don't know, pitching against Great Britain, which no disrespect to all of those brothers that was on the Great Britain team, but I think that his arm would have been better served pitching against Venezuela.